One day, I was traveling on public transport, and Maulana Tariq Jamil's audio was playing. He is a renowned global preacher who has been associated with preaching for a long time and is famous for delivering long speeches. The continuous audio playing in my head was causing discomfort because the speech was also on a single topic, namely paradise. Maulana especially emphasizes on describing the blessings of paradise. The way he was presenting the life of paradise was as if a cartoon film was running. I was talking about Maulana's description of paradise. My intention is not to criticize Tariq Jamil. My purpose differs from his thoughts. Maulana has so much information about paradise and its blessings that he can talk about it for hours. In my opinion, the most reliable source of information about paradise is the Quran, but besides a few sentences, there may not be much specific detail. There could be other hadiths, although they might be weak and less in terms of information. Also, the past heavenly books are there, but my belief is that they might not have much information about paradise either. However, Maulana might know how many billions of trees are there in paradise and how many leaves are on those trees. He might also know the names of those leaves and which birds nest on those leaves. Traditional preachers often emphasize on the virgins of paradise and their beauty. Maulana, while narrating their beauty, would go to the extent of saying that they are so beautiful that if the world were to be shown a finger of theirs, it would burn the world to ashes. If the world and whatever is in it are flammable, how can a person get close to them? Then, with a swift move, he would say that they are so beautiful that if they spit in the sea, all the water of the sea would turn sweet. So is it good for health to have so much sugar, Maulvi Sahib? In religion, many things have been added because every preacher or speaker often exaggerates things to impress and amaze others. Some people thought that if more punishments were mentioned, people would be scared and refrain from sins, while some thought that if more virtues of actions were mentioned, people would develop a desire for good deeds. And the virtues of actions preached by the preaching community are written and narrated under the same principle. These childish tales, legends, and myths that have been filled in Islam are due to good intentions, meaning that falsehood has been exaggerated and spoken with good intentions. Some people also had personal motives and benefits in mind, but it is a fact that only harm comes from lies. No religion or ideology benefits from lies. However, it is very harmful. Now, if you tell someone that just by saying Subhanallah, you will get more reward than 1,000 martyrs, 1,000 pilgrimages, and all the days of your life, and the fire of hell will be forbidden forever. And then, the next day, if you say that if someone misses just one prayer in his whole life, it is a distant matter, then Allah will not forgive him, but he will burn in a terrible fire for billions of years. Outwardly, the listener will shake his head in agreement, but inside, he will not believe it because lies do not affect anyone. And that is why the childish tales of preachers do not affect anyone, and people remain engrossed in all kinds of sins. This is like if a person tells laborers sitting on the road that a wealthy man has come outside and is giving 5,000 to every poor person, then they will run to the rich man. But if they are told that the wealthy man is giving 5 billion to every laborer, then no laborer will move and they will consider it a joke. Similarly, the traditional preachers have made a joke of Islam. As much detail as the Quran has given about the hereafter, it should be said because Allah knows what will happen in paradise. Such childish things should not be mentioned that even children start laughing after hearing them, and then a person gets stuck in such things. One famous conversation of a renowned journalist, Arzu Kazmi, with a maulvi is quite famous, in which she talks to a maulvi about the houris in paradise. She says to the maulvi that men will get beauties in paradise. What will we get? So, the maulvi says that women will be the leaders of those houris. Then the female journalist says that someone may not like that husband and then be in trouble even in the hereafter. They will have the same worries. And will the husbands of co-wives also be leaders? This is not justice. So the point to be made is that such details should not be mentioned that are not known to them, but the detailed knowledge of these things will only be obtained by going there. Here, people have very limited knowledge about paradise and hell. Big, wild punishments are given for minor mistakes, and huge rewards are promised for ordinary good deeds in fairy tales. Such details should not be mentioned because Allah's law and system are based on justice. A big reward is given for a big deed, and a small reward is given for a small deed. God is not a king of ancient times who forgives whoever he pleases and gives death sentences to those who do well. Allah says in the Quran that in his system of nature, no one can change Allah's laws, and neither does he change them himself, except for a few miracles that are shown to people. These miracles are shown to demonstrate that if Allah wills, he can change his laws, but he does not change them. Clarification. We have honestly stated what we think is best in the interest of Islam and all humanity. Even then, if we have made any mistakes or omissions in this video or who did not like what we said, and we respect that. And for those who appreciate it, we express our gratitude and request that they promote, like, subscribe, and share our channel.